welcome. Hi. Hikaru, yeah, Hikaru-chan, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. Literally, it's my honor just to think about you thought of
I
having
love
me.
it. It's kind of something I've been talking about for quite a long time.
Really?
And yeah, and I have to tell you a little story. A while ago, I had told my little brother, he does a lot of gaming on his computer. And he said, oh, he has a mic. Like, he has a mic that he talks into for his game. And I had asked him, this was probably like maybe a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. When I do my podcast, can I borrow your mic? Anyways, but so recently I was at his house and he's like, so when are you gonna do the podcast? Like, when are you gonna, like, you can use my mic? And I'm just like, oh, okay, I have to do it. っていうちょっとしたストーリーがあるんですけど。So, ひかるちゃん、can you tell me, ちょっとさ、can you tell me, like, who you are now? I guess we can say, so you and we went to the same high school.
Yes.
In Japan, 日本二人でね、日本バリバリ日本人やってましたけど、
うん。日本人だったけど、今ぜひやっぱ高くてなんてなんか。But 日本の子だったけど。
I feel like you might feel the same way where, like, やっぱりその生活習慣っていうか、その生活の仕方で、結構自分がさ、何人とかあんまり関係ないというか、そこの国の生活にこう染まってると、なんかその国の人になるよね。なんかちょっと。
なる。
うん。So, yeah, tell me kind of like where you came from and what you do now.
So, people know me as a universe novel noted who is Japanese from a small village in Japan, which is 群馬県。皆さん群馬県知ってますよね。群馬県の元村、新里村出身なんですけど、九州の大学を卒業した後は、ドバイに一人で来て、and then I did a couple of jobs, employee in a big corporation, and now I am a self-made nail technician. I am flying every week all over the world because I have clients all over the world. Alhamdulillah is actually Islamic word, which shows like gratitude, like when you want to say arigatai gotoni, or something like that, that we say like alhamdulillah. So, yeah. So I'm a worldwide nail tech that flies every week and making the best nails ever existed in the entire universe for my princesses.
I know, they're so amazing. Like, they're so amazing.
ちょっと長くなりすぎた。
いいよ、全然いいよ。It's so, and because like the like where your journey is so cool.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, and there's probably like a lot of things that I don't know, like, about you. And like, first of all, like, I just want to go back to like high school. Because you already were really good at English, you know? And yeah, so I want to know, like, どこからその英語はその家族の中でなんていうの、英語習いたいとかみたいなのあったの？それとも like where did it come from?
It originally came from a TV screen because you know what, like in 90s when we were little, we used to see Sesame Street and Ego de Asobo from NHK. And for some reason, I got really obsessed with it, and I was just stuck in the TV screen for a long time. And I just wanted to be cool, like those characters in the TV. So I just started to imitate how it sounded like all these, the small English words. Like, so I started, open those. every time I try to imitate the pronunciation, like even just like ABC, my mom and my dad, they gave me a lot of compliment, regardless if I was actually good or not. So, that when you're little and get a compliment, you actually get more motivation to even impress them more.
Yeah.
So I think that this is how we started. And also, like, our parents' generation, like, they are now like 60, around 60 years old. So they also grew up like seeing Michael Jackson, ABBA, and like Carpenters, all these, 洋楽のアーティストがやっぱり70年代、80年代のそういうアーティストがすごい日本で人気出た世界だから、my parents, they used to still keep the CD and they also let it. And then I started listening to it. And of course, it was so fucking cool music that I wanted to, be like them. So of course I needed to, somehow understand lyrics and not only the Japanese lyrics, I wanted to understand the real text of it. So I did the English lyrics, the original one. And I just took out my English Japanese dictionary. And it actually turned out to be my hobby to check each frame in the lyrics and check it on my dictionary, which used to be on a paper desk back then. Like, the digital ones that we didn't have smartphone or anything. So the paper ones that I actually got from my uncle. So that was even from like 30 years ago. So yeah, this is how I became a nerd of studying English. And because I was also somehow perfectionist, I started correcting the pronunciation, like ABC and all this like a correct pronunciation of all the little phrases. I think that really established my, なんだろう。なんか喋っても、なんとなく本当に上手に聞こえる。Because my pronunciation was really polished up. So I think thanks to that, people gave me even more and more compliment. Like, oh my gosh, you're so good at English. My ego just boosted up. Like,
you're like, yeah, I'm pretty good.
Like that. So, I needed to keep going. And the more you go, the more exciting it gets, and more real it gets because you're going to start involving yourself, interacting with actual like foreign people in Japan. They speak in English, so I became friends with them, and one of them they became my first boyfriend. So just like that, just a repetition. Yeah. So
that's because you. Can I ask? You've never 留学ってしたことある？ないよね。Yeah. So you've never like actually like studied at a school in outside of Japan. Yeah. But then so from so you went to university in Japan, and was there a lot of like English study there?
Actually, yeah, so I went to this university called APU. APU is like an Asia Pacific. No. Oh, shit, I forgot my unit. Okay. It's called APU, Dictionary Asia Pacific University. So basically, it belongs to Ritsumeikan, the famous one in Kyoto. But that school that they built in Kyushu area, which is in Oita Prefecture, they focused on having such a like globalized experience, and they were boasted to have more than 50% of international students, and which is super rare situation in any other like Japanese university. Like, even if you go to unis in Tokyo, you don't see that much ratio of international students, but our university on top of the mountain, they did. So I went there. So automatically, I had the choice to get the lectures in English or Japanese, and of course, I went to for most of the classes.
That's super cool.
Yeah, but to be honest, like although I was fluent in having daily conversation, when it comes to lecture or like super text, so hard for me to understand. Like I'm so bad. I was just so like trying to pretend that I actually understood everything from that text. I just don't remember what I have actually studied, I think university is like that most of the time in Japan, especially. Like,
Yeah,
people
for
just
sure.
don't.
For sure.
Yeah, it's not that.
Okay. Yeah, but so then when you went from then you were graduating university, and what made you want to go? What made you the decision to move to Dubai?
All thanks to my ignorance and stupidity, literally, and also thanks to my youth. Like when you're young and stupid and dumb and don't know about anything, you can make the most dangerous and most riskiest decision ever. And that was me because, okay, so that was when I was already finished my university. I already got the job offer from Tokyo. There's like an IT, like a popular like new company in Tokyo, and I got accepted, which is a very good news, popular. But I just applied for that company just because I needed to do the shukatsune. I just needed to do the job hunting because, I think it's going to disappoint my parents, like if I go to that super university and don't even look for a job. So, I just needed to apply and I got accepted. But so that means I didn't have any like personal attachment or like passion in it. I just needed a job that seems to be, how do I say, like envied by other people.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is my own opinion, and yeah.
Yeah, like the job that you should, quote unquote, it's like you should do this job. Yeah.
Yeah. And also the thing is, okay, so right now everybody knows me as an artist, so then we just do that like without creating anything. I wasn't anything like I am today. So and I was thinking like, okay, so I quit my job, so it is time to think about looking for an apartment in Tokyo, blah blah blah. But then somebody heard of my reputation because I was already really good at communicating in English. And somebody sent a resume to a guy in Dubai. Like, he's a local Dubai guy. And he's basically making a new company back then. Wanted to import Japanese food and start selling in Dubai. So, of course, he wanted to have some Japanese, people like representative in the sales team. And because the company was still very young, yet also healthy based, yes, just like the rich people want to, turn their hobby into a company or business, just like that. So I'm interested in finance. When I first heard about it, I think a lot of people, when they know that I came to Dubai only by myself and I was only 22 years old, they all kind of think about, okay, so Hikaru was probably looking for a rich boyfriend, because Dubai is a city of a gold digger or whatever, but come on, I was not that smart, only was that smart.
No.
When I heard the, geographical word Dubai, I thought about, it could be maybe next to Macau or maybe somewhere in like the side of Asia. I didn't know it was in the Middle East. I didn't know anything. Yeah, like I was just so stupid. Like when you're just so young without any clear purpose in your life, and when you also know that you're actually capable of, using a foreign language, you just say yes to that. Such a strange offer because, like, why not? Because I literally had nothing to lose. And yeah, so just like that, so I took the chance. And
what did your parents or your family think of it?
Actually, the recommendation came through my mom's friends. So something like that. So technically, my mom has nothing to do with either, like, yeah, she has nothing to do with this business, but, just a word of mouth, the reputation about the human resource, they just, trusted what other people talked about me, and my mom was like, oh, yeah, he's my like a friend, so, yeah. And also, like, ever since I started to watch the English Expo on NHK when I was like 2 or 3, she was also somehow ready that she needed to let me go in the future, in the foreign country. So, somehow she was ready and she knew it was coming. So, yeah,
I know, because that's such a big, I think that's a big leap. Like to just go to a country, like even I came here, but I had family, I knew, like, it's totally different than coming, like, yeah, I went from Japan, then came to Canada, but I knew I had my family who I could, like, rely on. But like you went to Dubai, and like it's like completely new, different country, new place. Was it like how was it when you started off? Like, did you feel like, oh, did I make the wrong choice, or was it pretty exciting?
I actually had little money in my pocket. Probably I came to buy with less than $100 in my pocket.
Yeah.
I literally didn't have money. I literally didn't have any plan or no direction or no connection or anything. But I never thought about regretting that I came here. For some reason, I never ever regretted it. But probably my parents, like especially my mom, she was the one who was kind of regretting that she sent me over to Dubai, especially when I had a fight with this company owner, and I just needed to take the job, and I was jobless for like 2 months. So when that happened, my mom was literally crying all over the phone. She was like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I sent you to Dubai. But when she told me about it, I was pissed off, like, what's talking about? Like, here, this is the story of revenge, Shiba. This is the best revenge story. So just watch me. I told her, and now you
Exactly.
anymore. Yeah.
No.
And I'm buying my mom everything she ever wanted, and so yeah.
I know, that's so cool how you're giving back now, with your so you're in Dubai, but at that point, like, doing your the nails and stuff wasn't really a thing then.
It's not like I was even not the family. Like when I came to the party, I had a status that I've been to a nail salon in my life only once, which was back in Japan, and that was for my seijinshiki when I became 20 years old. And I went to the cheapest ass salon in Japan, like in Oitake, and I didn't have the best experience at all. Like all my nails.
One sec. 成人式大分でやったの？
大分県で、まあ大学生だったからね、その時は。でも一回なんか地元群馬に帰って、なんかそこでも式があったから、そこにも行ったけど、大分で仕事。
Okay, back to nails.
Yeah.
So that was your experience. That was your one-time experience.
Yeah.
So tell us like what started like your nail career.
So back then, I was younger, and I started to enjoy everything, and I got obsessed with very. He started to tell me like he can book me for nail salon if I want. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. So I don't know anything about nail salon, like like how to choose nail salon. So, but then I feel like, oh my god, so that means he's interested in nails. So I went there and booked the nail extension. Nail extension is making natural nails a little bit longer, which I've never done before. But I just decided to do it because it was so cheap, like maybe less than $30. Just one color nail extension, and the power of having only 3 millimeters longer nails on your hand, and it gave me such a sensation, like, oh my god, what is it? I didn't have any charm with decor or any crazy color.
Yeah.
It was just a one nude color. Just 15 meters extended from my natural nails, and it changed the whole appearance of my hand, and I feel like so feminine. Oh,
Yeah.
and then it just turned me into my like super feminine era. And yeah, and just like that, I started to go to the nail salon like every time my nails getting chipped. But nothing crazy, like not crazy design because first of all it was not available. And the second, even though I was still a beginner as a nail girly, I could tell the technician's skill was not that good. So I didn't want to take anything risky before getting the design. So I didn't put short, decent extension, just one color and single color, that's it. Yeah, that's how I started. And then that time I also went back to Japan. I just wanted to go back to my home, my vacation, and I was like, okay, so everybody knows that Japan is one of the best nail skills in the world in general. So, okay, Hika, stop being stagey, use that little money to, just one time, try the best salon in Tokyo. So, I got a recommendation from my friend. Actually, inside of the Imperial Hotel, the Imperial Hotel is next to the Emperor's house. I mean, it's like a music place. So expensive, like bougie, blah, 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 everything. Like, oh my God. So I went there because I thought, I believe it cannot go wrong. But it did. So it just destroyed all my hope in my heart. Like, okay, Hika, it's a time. You just stop talking. You just stop complaining. But be the self-help. Go to Amazon and buy the nail kit. You just do it on your own. And let's see how I was right. Because if I had that much things to say all the time and that much judgment, wherever I go, maybe I had enough knowledge to make it better for myself, and I actually did. So yeah. And ever since that, I didn't have to go back to nail salon anymore. I just kept making nails on myself, better and better, faster and faster, longer and longer, bushier and bushier. And then, of course, whenever I go outside, people started to notice my nails. They started asking me, oh my God, where did you get your nails done? Oh my God, you're doing it by yourself? Oh my God, I can be a customer. So, just like that, the demand started to come to me, and it was fun.
So like it was just kind of organic. People were just asking about your nails.
Yeah, like I never thought of becoming a nail tech, never ever, because it is also about being like young, like centered young woman. Whatever, you just wanted to get the best thing in the world only on yourself. So that was me. I just wanted the best, coolest shit ever only on myself. Not to give to other people. So like, how dare? Like, why the hell I would do it for other people because it's mine,
Yeah.
So I still remember the time when I started taking clients and initially people started asking for like super short nails but with a cute design. But one time, there's one girl who asked me to get the same length nail, asked me because super sharp stiletto long nails with the same amount of decor. I'm like, finally the time has come, like somebody's trying to surface my nails. I mean, because in my opinion, like nobody was supposed to have better nails than I do, but
Yeah, you're like this is for me.
Yeah. And of course, I made the previous nails for her, the longer nails that I had back then, probably. But it's okay, because now I'm a totally different person. Like my mission is to literally make every girl who comes to me, every girl who gives me the trust, I have to make her feel like the motherfucking princess, the best motherfucking princess in the world. And this is all my only wish, only mission. And I know that I I'm able to do it, and I know that I'll be able to serve my girls like this, and this is exactly why my girls like keep coming back to me, although my nails are very expensive. And yeah, I just really like to see my girls feeling their confidence oozing out because of my nails. My nails, I make it for them. It's their opportunity and tools for them to bloom their life. You see what I mean? Because, with super nails, you feel like a superwoman. So, just like that, it's such an empowerment tool. By creating the the nails for my girls, they're actually slaying their own life. So, and I'm
like it's not even just about like the nail, like it's and then how it makes you feel, and like it like you said, the empowerment is.
And then just I think I also love about my nail and also about my clients because I know for a lot of people it takes them a lot of courage and decision making to decide to come to me because first of all it's very expensive. And the second, of course, it takes time, and of course, the design is very adventurous. Maybe most of the girls, especially if they work in a corporate office, they are probably worried about, oh my God, what if I get judged, especially in this region, because still this is a male-dominant society, and the women, they are still suffering for like being judged in so many senses. Like even among those women, like same gender, they feel like, oh my God, like our aunties are always watching us. Oh my God, Jenni, blah, blah, blah. I think it's way worse in Japan because there is this something very traditional.
Yes.
But all these young girls, which are my clients, with a new mindset from a new generation, they're the new vibes. They decided to break through and just decided to go and take what they want. And one of the things they want is a crazy nails, So I think this is why my girls are really amazing. Like I really like them. Yeah, they're really cool. Only cool people come to me.
Yeah. And your standard is like here, and you're not gonna lower it, right?
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know your standard is like here. So you're not gonna, you don't care, like you're not gonna make your price cheaper. Like you're not gonna.
Never. Oh
no. Right? And then, but that in return, you only attract people that are here, right? Like that's why you only get all your clients, they're really cool people, and because you're right, like you're here, and you don't try to like appeal to everybody because you're not going to be for everybody, right?
No, 70% of the new TMs. If the message is coming from a new inquirer, and I actually check every single DM, and I see her attitude. Just asking like, what is the price, or when you're available. And if a person, let's say, doesn't have minimum decent manner, like for example, even without saying hi or like without saying thank you, even after sending the information, I just delete it here because I don't want to deal with that kind of person. Because even to me personally, if I want to make an inquiry to any other business around me, I think too fast. If I just randomly message them like just a word like price, sometimes people do that. Like, they don't send me one single word like price, how much. How dare you think I want to reply to you? Of course, I want to reply to a girl who said, hi, oh my God, I love this video art so much. Can you please tell me how much it is? Maybe I'm not able to afford it right now, but one day. There's so many things.
Oh.
For the same topic, there's like so many different approaches that one person can do to others. So, and my page is becoming bigger and bigger, alhamdulillah. So I should save my energy and spend it wisely for something that really matters, because otherwise I'm gonna be just burned out for no reason. And I love to be burned out, but only for the good person, like, I would say, I want to do it, get burned out meaningfully. So,
Yes.
I'm saving my energy for, like, lovely people.
It's your lifestyle, and you obviously have a couple other things on the go also, but it's all like what you want to do.
Like, it has to be consistent. Like, my life philosophy should be consistent, and every business that I have, like, even, my jewelry brand, and my Japan merch business, like, you can see, I hope you can see, but there's like a little friendly characters, and I have a company for that Interbuy because I'm selling merch for them. Basically, there is no.
Can I interrupt? ちょっとさ、can I interrupt for a second?
いいよ。
チャパたち見つけたの？
お母さんの顔だと思ったみたいで、だって頑張ってね、ネット上でも同じ。だから頑張って探して、同じ会社が作ってるだろうなっていうやつを買ってくれて、そう、でも私がディズニーでなくしたとお母さんに話したらさ、私結構心痛めてて、でお母さんもそれが分かってたから、すぐにはね、買おうとしなかったんだよ。ヒカルがそうね、オリジナルのジャパンなくしちゃっても、子供みたいなもんだったからさ、それなりにまたすぐに新しいのさ、おもちゃみたいにポンって買ったら、余計ヒカルの心傷つけるだろうと思って、しばらく、今は女なんだけど、隠してたんですよ。なんかジャパンになくなってしまうと、いつも手出した時に、言ってくれて。日本帰った時に、いや、この子たちのことが連れてきなさいって言って、そう。でもさ、そうだよね。いやいたのね、あの時ね。
Yeah, because you lost them at Disneyland.
Yes. なんかすごい一日だったね。なんかすごいジェニと遊んでさ、すごい嫌がってきたんだけど、もうチャプたちがいなくなってもすごいショックだったし、なんかすごい一日だったね。
Yeah. So, ごめんね. So I totally interrupted what you were saying. About like your nails, chapa, and your jewelry line, Tamamono World. But so I feel like, and they're all your own. Like you're basically, and you're super cool person because you're like just doing your own thing. But do you feel like, do you think you were always that person?
It is in my nature for some reason. First of all, like one of my family side, one of my grandparents' house, they are traditional organic farmer. They are living in the tea inside of the mountain. So basically, they are such a hardworking people. They are like sweating and just using their body and making something that's super organic air. So just by seeing their 背中、なんかそのおじいちゃんおばあちゃんとかね、それ働いて汗流して、農業で生計を立ててさ、そうでなんか泥まみれになって仕事して、でそれで最高に美味しいもの作ってさ、本当に世の中に人としてる人たちがそういうのを小さい時から見て、だから、first of all, for me, hard working is like that's something the highest thing you can do in your life. It just input in my mind because like not only my like farmer side of my family, also my another grandpa, he used to be a police officer, so なんかすごい正義が強かったりとか、一生懸命仕事をする人だったりで、だから人のために汗を流したりとかすることは全然かっこ悪いことじゃないっていうのがあったりそう。私お金稼ぐのすごい嫌いなので、お金稼ぐの大好きだったけど、お金稼ぐときに絶対近道とかで通路はしたくないんだよ。 で、多分それは、そういう家族、頑張って仕事してる家族の背中を見てきたからだと思う。もう一個は、I've never seen any like picture of anything, but I feel like my previous life, my past life, I think I used to be a servant or maybe slave, probably. But I was not the one who's being abused or having traumatic experience, but probably I used to serve like a really good owner or I don't know, maybe I was just being appreciated for like being the like, super loyal servant or slave. I don't know. Because otherwise, I think, especially after I came to Middle East, where actually a lot of people think labor isn't a cool thing because like here among people they have housemaid or they use the money to hire people to let them do the labor, right?
Yeah.
But it was such a new idea for me. So until I come to Middle East, yeah, I was still like, serving other people is bliss, it's the best thing that you can do like, in your life. I don't know like, where that idea is coming from, so I think it's coming from my past life. So that's why I'm so grateful to whoever took care of me in my past life. Maybe my owner or I don't know, like who used to hire me, I don't know, in my past life. Because that person has such a greatness in their heart, this is why even in this present life, I can still appreciate it and just give the automatic trust to other people that nobody's gonna abuse me, so that I don't have to worry about anything and just put my everything into serving that person. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So
it does.
that's why, intention is so important.
Yes.
Maybe in the present life, we won't be able to make all of the dreams come true or whatever, but if we're always thinking about treating other people right, just like my owner used to do it for me in my past life, maybe it can continue to inspire that person, or maybe in the next generation or in the next life. It's basically everything is like interconnected. Past life, previous life, the next life.
It is.
Yeah, this is my own philosophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. It's so cool. And it's so interesting, like, to think like what we do. And so like, for example, if you, let's say someone were to just find you, like, you're so present on social media, right? Like on Instagram and things like that, and you have a big following, and like, it's easy for maybe like somebody to think like, oh, she's like a celebrity, or like they can just look at you, say, on a video, and, oh, she's a celebrity, or she's different, or she's special, or whatever. But like, you're not, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like you're like, you're just like my そうなんかただ普通のさ、なんか田舎でなんか日本の群馬県で育ったっていうさ、そうSo I think it's so important to like see that and be like, anybody can, like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody can do it. Anybody can become like and do cool things. And maybe that's one of the big messages like I want to like send out to the world, or like share it with people like who are like our age or even younger or maybe older, who like never really thought of like chasing their dreams, or living with their purpose or their goal, and maybe they think they're not good enough, or like, you have to be rich, or you have to be special to do certain things. But that's why I want to like interview people like you and hear your stories and like share your stories and be like, well, you're just normal too, you know? We're all, yeah. And it's just so, I really hope to like have more people kind of, and so like they can relate. I think ね、ヒカルの話とかさ、を聞いて、あ、なんか私も、私も同じだからできるっていうかさ、
ダメなんだよ。
yeah,
Another purpose of everything, what I do is to be the living proof. Because people need to see me, like, they have to watch me. So they know that everything I say is true, then it can also apply to them.
Mhm.
Yeah, the persistency is everything. Basically, いや、諦めないで、働き者が絶対報われるっていうのを、やっぱ証明したいね。
Yeah,
そう
yeah,
そう。だから、私の周りの子、頑張ってる子が、本当に一生懸命自分の信念を貫いて、貫いてるだけじゃなくて、それ、なんかそれを助けるために、なんかめっちゃ頑張ってる子を見たら、もうすごい応援したくなるのは、because I know that she's fucking right. And I know that, she's going to prove it because I'm also done it. And I'm also on the same way. So, yeah, we all should be living proof.
yeah, yeah, totally. It's so important. Oh, okay. We're getting close to about an hour. So
Yeah.
I wanna ask. I know. But I wanna ask you maybe one more question.
Okay.
And so I wanna. What's next? What's coming up next for you? I know you have bigger visions and bigger goals too. So I know it's like just tell me what you're working on.
So, my ultimate goal before I die is ultimately I want to make a Japan. Because Japan is my everything. And I know that Japan has some kind of like connection to every person. Because Japan has something deep, something to do with my childhood and purity, like inner innocence being. So, the Japan, the Japan, I just need to live for my Japan. The Japan is my everything. But
Yeah.
This is like a very like far future goal.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, like a more like closer, like realistic timeline. I'm thinking of I want to make my own music. Like this is one of the things I've been always talking about, but it's kind of funny. So I'm making a lot of videos and TikTok and content, and every time I listen to music, these are so amazing. And at the same time, I feel like, oh my god, like it's gonna feel so incredible if I can ever, how do I say that, express my emotion just like they do. It must be like so exciting. And I also know personally I have a very interesting music taste. So once I'm becoming able to input my imagination into the sound, it's gonna be really sensational. I know it's gonna be really cool. So I know I have to do it. So and I've been trying to play with the instrument. Yeah. I know that it's gonna be like really insane. So I'm just at the starting point. Like I just at the stage, like, have to get used to, understand how all these tools are working. But once I'm practicing enough and able to put everything together, I think it's going to be really sensational. And I think it's a necessity because at this point, artists like creator. So there's no time for me to keep borrowing the sound from other people. You see what I mean? Because everything has to be coming from me, not by borrowing and putting things together. Because I'm not the curator. I hate to be curator. I love to be curator.
Well, it's
So
the same with your nails, right? It's the
Yeah,
same with
yeah,
your
yeah.
nails, yeah.
Everything has to be coming from me. Like I'm kind of like sick of borrowing the sound from the other amazing artists. I'm tired of it. So it is the time that I have to DIY.
Oh my god, that's so
Mm,
super exciting. When
yeah.
do you even have I don't even know when you have time to do that. Like you're so
Yeah.
busy.
Just have to figure it out. It's about everything though. Yeah. Every single day, every single moment.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
work.
that's why you're so inspiring though.
ありがとう。嬉しい。
Mm,
嬉
mm.
しい。
Keeps me going.
Yes.
だから
We are all growing all together.
Mm, well, I honestly there's so much more that
Yeah. でも
right like
結
so
構
much
喋
more.
ったよね。
I
5
know, I
時間。
know.
すごい。
やばい、
めっ
長い。
ちゃ話したね。
So,
編集大変。
I know. I think we'll just finish it here today.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for doing this. So,
Oh my god, I just thought of it first before anybody else.
I know. Oh.
本当に嬉しいの。
No, no. And またね. I think I would love it if like you were like my returning guest. So I'm super excited for more conversations together.
Yeah.
But on that note, thank you for today, and
Thank you
we
so
will
much.
yes, thank you for all your insight, and I will talk to you next time.